Now that I have your attention, I've been homeschooled since 4th grade and will continue to be next year. Because of this, my schedule is more flexible and will allow for me to give attention to the details and jobs my position might entail. Additionally, choir is one of the only classes that I take at Sumner, so I would be able to be dedicated to the music and to my peers. If problems arise, I promise to be honest and responsible when dealing with them. Having an eye for detail and being super organized are two fundamental attributes I can utilize in this position. I will file music, organize octavos, ensure all music is returned, and record choir's numbers and lists so that everything can continue to run smoothly. I am self-motivated and comprehend easily, so I can perform these tasks independently. I have enjoyed music my whole life and desire to see excellence in the Sumner High School choir program. Thank you for considering me as your librarian.
This is take 27. Hi, my name's McKay Cheney, and I would like to run for the historian and choir council. So, the reason I want to run for this role is because it deals with memories, and memories are one of the most important things you can get out of choir. And it shows the bonds that you have with your friends and your choir family, and that makes it really important. And George Orwell, the guy who wrote 1984, he once said that who controls the past controls the future, which places a huge responsibility on the historian. And I would be honored to take this responsibility, but in the end, it's up to you guys. And I want you guys to choose and vote for the person you think who would make this choir family a better place. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Callista Wales and I am running for Choir Council Treasurer or Historian in the year 2018 to 2019. Now, you all may recognize me as the one girl always running around taking pictures of you beautiful people at important events. And honestly, some of you may be wondering why I'm always there bunching you all together and yelling "smile" at the top of my lungs. Well, as your current historian, it is my duty to record major events and capture them in their finest moments. And doing that this year has been one of the best experiences of my life. Not only do I get to see all your smiling faces, but I get to see all of you in your best moments. I get to photograph each and every one of you. I've gotten to keep record of the wonderful diversity of our choir and seen the growth from fall concert all the way to the summer concert. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for allowing me to do this, and to thank you for just being the perfect people that you are that make up our wonderful choir. On a slight change of topic, I believe I'm suitable for the role of historian or treasurer because I already have a year of experience as historian and I have the proper photography equipment and practice to be historian. As for treasurer, I possess a year of experience as a choir council member. A treasurer's job is to handle the financial plans of the choir and keep record of checks and balances. I already have experience with record keeping as seen in my historian job, and I pride myself on my financial handling skills. Last year when I ran, my goal was to get to know you all better and have each other create new bonds and friendships between the choirs. Not only did we all succeed in that, but we've all grown together as a large, talented, singing Spartan family. It sure is nice to be a part of this glorious family that is our choir, and I hope that I can further be a part of it next school year as being the 2018 to 2019 historian or treasurer. Thank you all for listening, and remember to think of Callista Wales when voting for choir council historian or treasurer. Thank you, bye!
Hi, my name is Leah Ellis, and I have been involved in the Sumner High School choir program for the last 1.5 years, and I absolutely love it. I've been in T9, Bella Voce, and Spartonics. As my fellow Spartonics members will tell you, I'm highly attentive to small details. Noticing little things that are out of place is kind of my specialty. I love detailed and thorough work, and I don't mind committing a large amount of my free time to do a job and make sure it's done completely and correctly. I also don't mind having to tell people when they owe money, and I will do so in a delicate manner as to not upset or disrespect anyone. I really love the choir program here and I want to get more involved, so I thought this would be a really great way to do that, and I love helping, so when voting, I would really love it if you please voted for me for treasurer for choir council.
Hey Sparts, I'm Ellie Landy, and I wish to serve you on choir council next year as your public relations officer, or secondarily as your fundraising coordinator. Choir and music in general have been a huge part of my life. At 2 weeks old, my mom took me to her choir rehearsals, and in 3rd grade, I was able to join my own choir. However, I was singing long before this, and because of this, I have plenty of musical knowledge, dedication to choir, and have worked with many different people and groups. I am a very outgoing person, and I tend to solve problems by looking at it through someone else's point of view. I pay attention to the small details that other people might not notice, but can really make all the difference. I'm very comfortable speaking in front of other people and will work with anyone and everyone. If given the chance to be your public relations officer, I would work to promote all of our concerts and events and make sure that Sumner High School really knows how awesome their choirs are. In ASB next year, I hope to promote all activities going on at Sumner High School, so these jobs would go hand in hand with each other. As your fundraising coordinator, I would work to make sure that Sumner's choirs have everything they need. Thank you for considering me for these positions, and have a great day.
Hey guys, my name is Lindsay McCaslin and I'm running for public relations. Being a choir council member is a huge responsibility because they are the ones who help Mrs. Sandoval keep the choir together and just keep everything amazing like it is. And I want to help be a part of that, and I want to do my part and just give back because I love choir. It's so amazing. The relationships I've made in there the past 2 years are just so incredible because I know I can be myself in that class because no one's going to judge me. I just trust everybody in there so much. And being a public relations officer, I promise to advertise all of our choir concerts, our talent shows, everything else choir related too, because I have such a good eye for details and it's so fun for me to do that kind of stuff. If you follow my Instagram, you probably have been able to notice that because I frequently advertise school events. I'm an extremely comfortable person when it comes to presenting in front of others, and usually when there are presentations in class, I'm always the one to go first. I love doing it. I love sharing ideas, telling people what I've done, what I've made, all that kind of stuff. And I love working with people and talking to other people too. I'm such a social person. 9 out of 10 times, if you see me in the hallway, I will say hello, ask you how your day is. I love talking to people. I'm definitely a people person. When I'm faced with a conflict, I try my best to work through it by figuring out what the conflict is and what skills I have to contribute to helping it. And being a public relations officer, I want to do that, and I want to help out and figure out our problems and just get through them and all that stuff. So thank you for listening to my speech today, and remember, vote Lindsay for public relation officers. Have a great day, Sparts.
Hi, Eric here. I'm running to be your next PR. Now, you guys may be skipping over this position like, okay, we just got to vote for the president and the vice president, right? But really, what you guys may not be noticing is that PR is the most important position that we have here in our choir council. Why do I want to do it? Well, simple thing is the people. The people that want to be heard, you guys, and the people that want to hear you, everybody else. It's the simple thing of that we need more people to hear us, and so that's why we have a PR position. PR is the first thing that people see when they come in here, either on social media with our posts to our concerts, or around the town with flyers and everything like that. We need somebody to best represent our choir in this way, and I feel like I am the best guy for the job. Now, I can go on and on about how I have a great background in creative design. I've taken many business classes, marketing classes that have taught me how to market anything, pretty much. I mean, but really, the main thing why I'm doing this is my passion for choir. My passion for choir has always been there since I was in 7th grade. When I first joined choir at my middle school, it was one of the best things that I've ever done. And since that day, I've always loved choir and the choirs that I am in. And that's why I want to give back to this choir. I feel like this choir needs somebody who can best represent them and best make them heard. So I just want to let you guys know that even though I am a jokester, for most of the time that you guys know me, I take stuff like this very seriously. It's something that it needs to happen and it needs to make choir council even better. So obviously there's 2 things that I'm planning to do. Well, at least 2 things that I have many things that I want to do, but there's 2 things that I at least want to tell you guys what I want to do. 1, the successful and hilariously funny Music Joke Mondays on the SHS Twitter are coming back next year, and they're coming back for real, baby. Even more jokes, for Mondays and stuff like that. And we're also going to integrate it onto different platforms like our Instagram, and the next one, which is going to be really fun, I'm going to work with everybody here in the, if I'm elected, I'm going to work with everybody here in the council, is our website. I want to make a website for our choirs, have each program of the choir, or our choir program, each one a sub-website for each choir showing our talents, showing our awards, showing stories, bringing up videos of our performances, our past performances that we have done. It's going to be really great. It's still a work in progress right now, but if I'm elected, I can tell you guys that it will be ready by November. And choir is family. I think that the best thing that we need to do is represent that. Our PR did an amazing job this year really showing that choir is family, but I want to go even deeper into it this time. I want to make sure that it is really shown and people know that our choir together is one big family. Like I said, PR doesn't seem like the most important position, but I tell you what, our PR job is the first thing that people see. Besides coming from you, people want to hear you guys. And so I think I'm the best person to represent that PR. So please vote for Eric Hollow for PR. And what is it? I know what the people want.
Hi, my name is Amelia Day and I am running for Vice President and Secretary. I believe that I am a quality candidate for Vice President because I'm fully dedicated to this program and its improvement. This past year as PR, I have spent countless hours working behind the scenes, creating different posters for choir events, running the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and even biking around concert flyers to local businesses. And I plan to continue community involvement in the future. I have several ideas to grow our choir program, one being to create more community-based events, bringing in more concert attendees who will hopefully help support us monetarily. In the upcoming year, I also want to work more closely with the broadcasting team in order to create more awareness of our choir events and to hopefully help recruit more members. Another idea I have is to make a monthly or bi-monthly video for the incoming middle schoolers to help them feel at home and welcome within the choir community before they even join. Hopefully, students who are on the edge of continuing on with choir will be persuaded to join the program. Aside from all the ideas that I would love to help make a reality, I also will be tackling the responsibilities already inherent within the position of Vice President. I love talking to people, and so I'm very excited at the prospect of being the connection between the community members and the parents and the choir, as well as helping Mrs. Sandoval and the President with anything they might need. The overarching reason that I would like to be Vice President is because I genuinely love our choir program and the people in it. I care about making it the best that it can be because our choirs have so many dedicated, passionate, and really talented people who deserve nothing less. It may sound a bit cliche, but Sumner High School Choir is a really unique community that many people, including myself, have found a home in. Music is something that everyone can relate to and find beauty in, and something that I've always connected with, and I want everyone to be able to experience that. Choir is my #1 priority. Thank you for your consideration.
Hi guys, I'm Lydia Faulkner and I will be running for Vice President or Secretary for this upcoming school year. A little bit about me. I've been in choir since elementary school, and I love it very much. You guys are my home away from home and make me happy every single day. I love being on choir council. You guys are awesome, and it's just an amazing opportunity to be able to give back to you guys, and I would love to have it for a second year. I'm very responsible, and I've learned a lot since being in choir council, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm running for vice president and secretary for this next year. I would love to be able to give back to you guys a second year, and it would be amazing. So I would love it if you vote for me for vice president or secretary for this next year. You guys are just awesome, and it's amazing to be able to help to better choirs that just love to sing, and it's amazing that I get to be part of something that's so much bigger than myself, and I would just love to help make choir a better place for everybody. So vote for me for vice president or secretary for the 2018-2019 school year. Thank you very much.
Hi guys! For those of you who don't know, I'm Ellie O'Brien, and I hope to be your next Vice President of Sumner High School's Choir Council. If I were to achieve this goal, I would put my all into holding the position. After all, music is a massive part of my life, and I want to contribute to the things regarding it as much as possible. For starters, I would support next year's president by assisting with their workload when needed and yielding or taking authority whenever necessary. In addition, I consider myself to be quite good at communicating with parents and community members due to my past experiences with public speaking and performing. Finally, I feel that I am qualified for this position because I have had my fair share of past leadership positions, including being the current choir secretary, being the current treasurer of our theater department, and being the former vice president of my middle school's ASB. Furthermore, I consider myself to be responsible, dedicated, accountable, flexible, creative, patient, and honest. Alongside running for vice president, I would like to rerun for the position of secretary. If you, the students of our choirs, would rather me not be next year's vice president, then I would happily continue in my current role since I just want to help out and serve on the council. If you decide that I'd better fit a secretarial position, then I can promise you that I will continue to distribute and collect information efficiently and take notes while deciphering what important topics need to be recorded. I, of course, feel that I would be qualified for this position due to successfully holding the position before and being detail-oriented, reliable, and organized in thought. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll be voting Ellie O'Brien for next year's Choir Council Vice President or Secretary.
Hi, my name is Kenan Bent, and I'm running for the 2018 to 2019 Choir Council President position. I've been in choir for 3 years here at SHS, with concert choir freshman year and chamber choir for the last 2 years counting this one. If you know me from there, you probably know me as Kendaroo. If you don't know me, I look forward to meeting you and helping you make your choir experience great. I love talking to people and helping solve problems and appreciate input. I plan to make a difference in the choral program by letting people know that their voice matters, and to help Mrs. Sandoval in whatever way I can to make the program the best that it can be. I held 2 positions on the council this year as fundraising coordinator and co-treasurer, and believe that my determined contribution to the choir council this year leads well into my bid for president. I am more dedicated to this choir program and to the music than to anything else. Though I am on Purple Gold schedule next year and was this year, I still was and will be a part of every single choir-sponsored event, from the tree lighting to the Santa Parade to open mic night to Spartans Got Talent, which I was in charge of. I believe the way to make our program the best it can be is to have personal accountability. If we all do our part, we will be an amazing group. I know as your 2018 and 2019 Choir Council President, I can make the Singing Sparks as great as we can possibly be. Vote Kenan Bent, Choir Council President.